Hi, welcome to Concealed Tactics. Today's question for potential concealed carry users or new users, I guess, would be what percentage of time should I, or can I, or will I carry my gun? What my personal opinion is you should be carrying your gun a high percentage rate, 80-90% of the time. Unless you are unable or legally not allowed to carry your gun in certain areas, I would say you should always have your gun with you. I like to think of it as if, especially for men or I guess or women, but if you have a wallet, how often do you leave home without your wallet? Probably not very often. Why? Well, because my license is in there. What happens if I get pulled over when I'm driving? Well, my credit cards are in there, or my bank card, or my cash, or whatever you may need. I've walked around without ever pulling my wallet out of my pocket for days, weeks, and never needed to pull out a bank card or pull out my license for any reason. But it's there because I may need it. Well, the same concept with concealed carry, and this isn't to dissuade anybody concealing carry, but if you're going to do it, don't waste your time carrying it if you're only going to carry it once in a while, because the time you need it is the time you left it at home, most likely. Oh, I have some friends that have concealed carry, and I'll ask them, so you got your gun on you? Oh, no, I left it at home today. Why? Oh, I was just running up to the store for a minute. Great. Well, that's the time that you most likely something will happen. Just like using your wallet. Well, I don't really need my credit card today, but I've got lots of cash with me. But you know what? I may need it sometime during the day because maybe I have only $10 with me and something unexpected came up. I have a blown tire and I have to get something. Well, same concept with a gun. Should always be on you as far as I'm concerned. And you need to get in the daily habit of carrying it. If you're not going to carry it, and I've seen this happen a lot of times, people buy too big of guns or they buy holsters that are uncomfortable, and they don't get in the habit of making this something as part of their daily life. When I suggest to any concealed carry weapon, somebody new who's just getting their license, for the first 2 weeks, wear your gun. Everywhere you can wear your gun. And you will get to the habit of not going anywhere without it. It'll become part of you, just like before I got a concealed carry license and I could carry my gun, I always kept knives with me. I still keep knives with me to this day, but I keep a multitude of knives. I keep one Swiss Army knife that's got screwdrivers and things on it. I never know when I'm going to need it, and that comes in handy often. I keep a couple other bigger folder knives for cutting boxes or whatever. You never know when you're going to need it. But this is just a real quick video on, I'm not going to get into an hour-long video of why you should carry your gun all the time, but for new concealed carry owners or thinking about concealed carry, if you don't plan on carrying your gun 90% of the time, don't even bother spending the money to get your license. That's the way I personally feel. You're going to spend a lot of time, a lot of money to go through the training, to go through the courses, a lot of hours to do all this, and then what will happen is you will probably buy an ill-fitted holster that you do not like, or possibly buy a gun that you do not like, maybe the size of it, and it's a little uncomfortable, a little heavy, you don't know like this or that on it, and what happens is you start to leave it at home. And once you start leaving it at home, oh, I'm just going to the store for a minute, I'll only be gone 5 minutes, 10 minutes, well, that's when you start leaving your gun home more and more and more. It becomes way too easy. So, if you're going to conceal carry, I want you to, I really suggest learn to carry the gun every day, anywhere you can, legally. And if you're not going to do that, really, I would just say don't bother spending the time and the effort to go through getting your concealed weapons license, because you're not helping yourself or anyone else in that matter. We'll talk about that. That's another, some people call it the sheepdog principle, and different things like that. But when you're carrying a gun, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your family, you're protecting whatever. You may be protecting some other individual that you may not even know. You don't know that yet. But the chances are you may never need it. But if it's at home, it's useless. So this is Concealed Tactics with just another thought for potential concealed carry weapon. People who are going to do this. If you're going to carry a gun, plan on carrying it a lot. If you don't, I would pretty much say leave it at home and don't worry about it. That's this is not this is just my opinion. You're sure you'll talk to other people that may not agree with you on this. Agree with me on this, and this channel is just for new or future users. At this point, I'm not doing weapons reviews and quite everything just yet. But if you are thinking about concealed carry, put that in the back of your mind. You're going to spend the money, you're going to spend the time, plan on carrying it all the time, anywhere you legally can. Thanks. Concealed Tactics out. Have a great day.